Hi, I am SaHaRa Pixie. Welcome to a little tribal fusion belly dance challenge, and I'm gonna give a beginner's level, just working with an arm pattern and adding on a little shimmy, and then we're gonna go intermediate, putting those moves together, so layering the arm pattern with a shimmy. And then I'm gonna go more advanced, adding another undulation layer on top of all that and using different speeds. So yeah, we're gonna start at the beginning. We're gonna start slow. So I'm gonna start out, I'm not gonna go too technical on what's happening in the arms. I'm gonna make another video about that. But I am gonna start just showing you the position of the feet. So I'm gonna take my tribal fusion diagonal showgirl position, angling to the diagonal corner. And I'm gonna always keep my standing leg, the back leg, slightly bent, and you can bring the heel of the front foot off the floor. And then to change sides, I'm gonna pivot by lifting both heels and then dropping the back heel to the floor, coming to the opposite angle. So I go up and drop and up and drop, double time, up and drop and drop, couple more, up and drop. This is a very handy move that I use a lot, and move faster, making sure that I'm not coming up and down. So I get this nice fast transition, which turns out into a twist if I speed it up. So that's about the feet. My arms are going to flow in from one side and out the other. And again, I'm not going to get too technical, but think about your back arm is going to dolphin dive out of the water. Try and lift your elbow, and I'm going to roll through the shoulder in, and then this shoulder is going to roll back and lifting the elbow and rolling out. Good. Let's change side and do it on the other side. So it's the back arm which is going to start. Dolphin diving through the fingers, lifting the elbow, rolling that shoulder down the back, so backwards. And then again, this shoulder is going to roll backwards as well, lifting the elbow and lifting the wrist. So I get this flow in and out through the opposite arm. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Roll out. 2, 3, 4. Let's stay on this side and go from the front arm. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's switch and start from that same arm. 3 and 4, rolling through the shoulder. 1, 2, 3, and 4. One more time. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a shimmy at the end of that move. So we have our little arm pattern and our pivot. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, rolling out, and I'll end it with a shimmy. Again, from this front arm, 3, 4, roll it out, 2, 3, shimmy. Okay, let's take it over to the other side, 2, 3, and 4, roll out, 2, 3, shimmy. Starting with the front arm, 2, roll that shoulder back, and 1, 2, 3, and shimmy. Good. Pivot, 2, 3, and shimmy. 1, 2, 3, and pivot. Back arm, 2, 3, and roll, back, and shimmy. Okay, so that little taster is really good for beginners. Just practicing an arm pathway, changing direction, so just shifting our body position, and then adding a shimmy at the end of the movement. And you can obviously play with some speeds in that too. Let's try one speed. Let's go roll in, roll out, pivot, roll in, roll out, shimmy. Okay, and a little bit faster. 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll in, roll out, pivot, roll in, let's go even faster. In, out, pivot, in. So this is getting a little bit more intermediate. In and out, shimmy. One more time the speed. Pivot, in and out, shimmy, in and out, in and out, shimmy. Very nice. Okay, if you kept up with me on that, well done. You're probably a little bit more intermediate. If that got crazy with the speed, just take it apart. I recommend starting just with the feet or working just on this arm flow. It's a whole meal in itself, which I hope to go into more technique of that in further videos. But now what I'd like to do is combine those into a little layering sequence for y'all. So what's going to happen is I'm going to just shimmy, and I'm going to add that arm pattern on top, which means I want to just first check that I can pivot and shimmy without losing my shimmy in the transition. So I don't want my shimmy to come off as I transition. I want to make sure I can keep it nice and consistent. Nothing changes, same speed with my hips as I go around. So now I'm going to go in for 2 and out for 2. Pivot, in for 2 and out for 2. Shimmy. We're shimmying anyway. And out. Pivot and in and out. Double time, let's try. In, out. In, out. Hold. In, out. In, out. One more time. In, out. Pivot, in and out. In, last time. In and out. Shimmy. Good. Holding it here, I'm going to add one more isolation for you. So I'll take my shimmy off and show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to undulate up to down. And then I'm going to undulate down to up. So this is much more advanced. Up, 2, down. Roll through the lower abdominals, down, 2, up. Let's try it with a shimmy. Up, 2, down, and down, 2, up. Let's pivot around. Up, 2, down, release, and down, 2, up. This might be enough for you. Try it just with the arm pattern. In and up. Other side. Up to the down and down to up. I'm going to try and put all those 3 together. Lifting the chest, rolling through, and in. Reverse undulation up. Pivot. In, deep dive. Lift the chest, roll down, and roll it up. Good. A little bit faster. Up to down, down to up to the down to up to down to up to down, and down to up. Nice. All right, I want to see you in any of those combinations, whether it, well, at least 2 of the things, either the first, starting with the pivot and just rolling through the arms, using your body position change, maybe adding a shimmy on the end. Ooh. Perfect timing. Or using your arm flow with a shimmy, and your pivot, or maybe going all out and shimmying and undulating and reverse undulating with your flow arms and your shimmy and your pivot. Good luck. I want to see it. Yeah, show me what you got. Mwah.